Portugal is one of the most popular holiday destinations in Europe. Great beaches, great leisure activities, including some fantastic golf courses. It's a great place for a drive. This is the final day of the Rally de Portugal. Portugal's Algarve region is the setting for the fourth round of the World Rally Championship, and the opening 2 days have provided some memorable moments. Jari-Matti Latvala led early on the first day until he suffered the biggest accident of his career. Jari and co-driver Mika Antila both walked away from the wreckage of their Ford Focus. Former world champion Marcus Gronholm, who accepted an invite from the event sponsors to make a temporary return to WRC action, was also challenging for honours until he made a mistake in the opening stage of day 2.
I got maybe a little bit too excited. Again, back and fighting to make good times.
Many others have felt the sting of these fast testing stages. Sébastien Ogier retired after breaking his steering in this incident. And Patrick Flodin in the production championship was another to come unstuck big time. But some have mastered these stages, none more so than Sébastien Loeb. He's going for his 4th win out of 4 in the WRC this season, and he will enter the final day with a lead of nearly 30 seconds.
I couldn't do more, and finally the result is really good. We started the day with 18 behind, and we are 26 in front, so it was a perfect day for me.
But he has had to be at his best to gain that advantage. Nico Hirvonen, his main challenger in the Drivers' Championship, held first position at the start of yesterday, but could not hold off the irresistible force of Loeb. It's a big ask for the Finn to overturn that lead, but he will not be throwing in the towel.
With these options I have to try. So we go flat out, and hopefully he's really struggling with the loose gravel, and we can get some time out of him.
This rally's already caught out some of the world's best drivers. There is that chance.
Yeah, there is the chance, but how many times has Sebastian gone off? It's not too many. So I'm not counting on that, but you never know.
Behind the top 2, Danny Sordo is 3rd, Petter Solberg is 4th, while Matthew Wilson and Henning Solberg will go into this final day separated by just 9/10 of a second in the battle for 5th. The Algarve, the location for this event, is in the far south of this nation that stands on the Atlantic coast of Europe. The rally is based in the city of Faro. From here, the cars will head into the final 5 stages of the rally today. And here's some more info on those stages. These last 5 tests total just 80 kilometres. Lulé is the longest at just under 23 kilometres and features a challenging mix of fast and twisty sections. Stage 15 and 17 is shorter but just as spectacular. The event finishes with another run through the impressive Super Special at the Algarve Stadium. Another stunning sunrise marks the dawn of the final day's action in what's been an enthralling Rally de Portugal. It's not over yet though, and Sébastien Loeb lines up on the start line of stage 14 with the rally win, again firmly within his grasp. And it's Seb's turn to sweep the top player of loose gravel clear for the chasing pack. Sébastien still making note adjustments there. That was close. Loeb on the verge of spinning. I've seen a few small errors late on from the Citroën man recently, but again, he got away with that. There is some very deep gravel early on in Lulé, so there is still plenty of loose stuff around, making the going almost as tough for Hirvonen in stage 14. With a deficit of almost 27 seconds to make up, he has a tough challenge ahead on this final day. Danny Sordo begins the morning almost half a minute behind Hirvonen in third, but with an advantage of over a minute ahead of Petter Solberg. There is little pressure on the Spaniard. Peter Solberg is up next and clearly enjoying himself in Portugal. The Norwegian has put in a string of fine performances since he rejoined the championship at his home event in Norway. One of his bonnet pins is broken though, which causes him to ease off for fear of the bonnet flying up completely.
80. Keep right to the crest.
Back with Loeb, and judging from the Citroën driver's pace here, there is little sign of his row position hampering his progress. Flying past the banks of spectators here, it's another terrific time for the world champion in stage 14. And again, some stunning views of the Portuguese countryside here.
That's a good start. I was a bit quicker on the start, then he came back, he was one in front, then I was four in front, and now it's... But okay, I'm driving well, no mistake. One moment in the start, in the fast section, it went completely sideways and nearly to have a spin, and finally it was okay, so pushing hard.
Loeb relieved to get away with his scare early in that stage then, but Hirvonen has had his own problems. A stall midway through the test doesn't help his hopes of challenging for the lead. He finishes stage 14, 1.5 seconds slower than the leader.
Lots of dust with the sun in the end of the stage, so we had to slow down in a few places. So we couldn't attack properly.
One driver who is under real pressure on this final day is Matt Wilson. The Stobart 4-man begins the final morning just 9/10 of a second ahead of his teammate Henning Solberg. The Norwegian's hopes of challenging for the position, though, are over before they've even begun. A windscreen demister problem forces him to stop to allow it to clear, and he loses almost 40 seconds. Hirvonen's hopes of a late charge for glory slip further away then. Loeb now 28.3 seconds ahead. Wilson can relax a bit following Henning's problems, but behind them, Mads Osberg has made it back past Evgeny Novikov. There are 4 more stages to run on the final day. We'll return to the action in Portugal after the break.